Perhaps the Peugeot 308 SW Estate is not a dramatically significant car in the overall automotive world, but it's of some personal significance for me, because it's the first car I reviewed for Car, from its original launch in 2014. If you're reading this, it's probably a car that's of at least some interest to you too, in which case you might like to know that it's recently been updated, in the second half of 2017.
An opportune time, then, to revisit the Peugeot 308 estate and see what's what. So, what's new?
This isn't what you'd call a giant restyle, it's all pretty subtle.
Claw effect taillights are now standard on the outside, and the headlights have been gently redesigned.
The bumpers at both ends have been rejigged too, to more closely resemble the 308's big brother Peugeot 3008 SUV.
Oh, and there are some new seat fabrics on the inside. An updated infotainment system for the 9.7-inch touchscreen is housed within the same modernist, minimally buttoned dashboard as before.
It's aged well, and still looks fresh.
I'm not convinced grouping as many functions as possible, including the aircon, within various touchscreen menus is the best option for road safety, but accept that it allows for some interesting interior surfaces.
There aren't many other C-segment cars out there with an interior like this.
The touchy steering wheel still sits below the high-mounted instrument binnacle, and feels less of a shock than it did a few years ago.
That new multimedia system includes a mirror screen function for smartphones, which bundles Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and MirrorLink, so it's fluent in various smartphone species and can map some of their functions onto the dashboard's touchscreen.
Updated active safety tech includes speed limit recognition, which was wrong-footed by a couple of signs near our offices, and active blind spot monitoring.
Anything else? Some new hardware under the bonnet, depending on which version you buy. The 3-cylinder PureTech petrol engine has a new 6-speed manual gearbox, and a new 128 bhp 1.5-liter Bluetooth 4-cylinder diesel is now available. The top 2.0-liter Bluetooth 150 diesel engine now has an 8-speed auto transmission option. We're testing that engine here, but with the regular 6-speed manual gearbox.
Which trim's being tested here?
This a GTO line, some of the appearance of the GTI, without the performance.
So, racy-looing 18-inch wheels with a rippled finish to the spokes, chunkier bumpers and sills, more serious-looking exhaust tips, even if it does just have a diesel engine under the bonnet, and plenty of aluminium, leather and red stitching inside.
It might be a GT in cosmetic terms only, but this car does handle very tidily, and with 273 pounds-foot of torque on tap, gets a move on smartly enough.
It feels quicker than its on-paper performance figures suggest.
The manual gearbox features a weighty clutch, with characteristically awkwardly angled pedals, and a knuckly feeling but shortish throw and user-friendly shift.
The gear lever has a metal top which is frostbite freezing in winter.
The largish wheels make for a bit of patter in the ride on unevenly surfaced roads, but primary ride over larger bumps is very comfortable.
It's a comfy car all round, helped by seats with plump cushions, like a favorite armchair.
What do you get as standard on the GT line?
Apart from all the cosmetic bits, there's full LED headlights and fog lights and scrolling front indicators, plus all the kit you get on the Allure trim below, namely front and rear parking sensors, and a giant glass roof, a panoramic roof that actually deserves the name.
The stereo sounds great, although it occasionally rewinds digital radio stations, replaying the last second or two of speech or a song, an odd quirk shared with our Citroën C3 long-termer as it swaps from FM to DAB frequencies.